All right, so we got in another JBL Charge 3. Needs a port replacement. Customer already opened it and replaced the battery, but he couldn't do the port, so he sent it over here. Let's get into it. So this was already open. I haven't closed this up again, but I thought I would show you that these clips here, when this is fully engaged, that's the slot you're looking for. You're going to go with something thin enough in between this little seam and this tab is going to be sticking through here. So you would push that down and pry that back away. So let me see if I remember how to get these. So once you've got this one done, you're going to release this one. And they are pretty tight. I mean, that's the whole idea, is to keep it kind of water resistant. Again, you're going to push this tab and it'll let it come out. Now there are some other features that are kind of locking this in, so that's what you're forcing it against. There's these 4 pins that catch into these 4 bosses within here. So once you get it open, it'll kind of roll out of it. See, this one's loose. Otherwise, normally some of this hot glue, this would actually be kind of sticking it together. And even this foam, you see how once it's together for a little bit, it'll want to grab onto this. But this one's loosened up, so. So let me see if I remember how to take this thing apart. It's been a while. I think we've just got all these screws here we need to get out. Oh, they're snug. I don't remember if they were different or not. I imagine the customers had this piece off. Those look the same. Okay, let's take a quick look at this this port under the scope real quick. So yeah, I would say there's a bit of an issue in there. In fact, I don't even want to go poking around, because you can start shorting out some of the pins in there, and we could cause other trouble. Let's go back to the overhead. These don't look like they're in all the way. I think maybe I do need to take that battery out of there how to get to this. It's been a while since I did one of these. It's a lot of screws. Does that not get me in there? So I thought it was that. Do I have to take these speakers out? I might. That's annoying. All right. Yeah, we didn't have to take these out. Pretty sure. I'm going to put a couple screws back in here. Oh, now I remember this gasket. This gasket is fun. We're going to want it off of here because we're just going to burn the thing up. Okay, so we should actually be able to check the charge on this now. Okay, well that took me a moment to get it paired up. All right, so good, it's charging up. It's playing the tunes. Let's get it back together. You always wind up pushing the buttons, putting this thing back together. All right. Took a little bit more apart than I should have. But, you know, live and learn. Been a while since I did one of these. Now, there was a piece of foam. And if you look here, these are the 4 tabs that these are going to clip into. I see we've got one that's already broke. So we're going to have to see, we might have to put a little glue on there. You want to be careful not to poke your speakers when you're putting this back together or taking it apart. They are right there. As you see, if you put it on the bottom, it wants to turn on. Okay, now a couple things to watch out for. You've got these little gripper teeth here. If they get stuck underneath, you're never going to get this thing closed right. It has to be on top. They scissor together. And it's when you're trying to open this thing. So remember, we've got our 4 posts here. We've got these 2 here. And this is going to go over our button. And these are for the volume and the play. So let me see. I think last time I did this backwards. So here's these 2 posts that these 2 are going to go on. So let's try doing it this way this time. You know what? I take that back. We're going to try it this way. So these are going to go right underneath here. back those out a minute. Hold on. We need to get this piece in. Okay, so we get those two posts on. We've got that button there. We're going to guide those underneath. See how I pulled that one up, and that's locked in tight. Now we can get in here and we can watch that. Now it's really tricky to see this. What can I give you? You almost can't even see it. There's this little tooth down here. This thing right here has to go on top. So you're almost pushing this top up and over. And then you've got these 4 posts that are going to want to go in. That one got over. And then you've got your little tab you're going to push under. And as it starts squeezing together, those other posts should fall on there. Yeah, see how I had to push that little tab? Once that little tab, sometimes they fight getting over. And if you get them clicked, it won't want to come apart. That's looking pretty good. Let's give it one last try. Rock and roll. All right, that's working great. We're going to let this charge overnight. We're going to ship it out, bill the customer, and send it back to them. Like, subscribe. Catch you next time.